the double.
58, 58, Mike. Get that quarterback. And all come.
Hard. Get it.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Conner. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Hey. Switch.
Ready.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Pick the edge. Come.
Leo. Hey, Charlie. Go.
On 1st down, Conner. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Slam. You go.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Haywood. Yep.
Go get him. Alert 3.
They run with Conner. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Protein spill.
Yes, Mike. Strip that ball.
Check fight.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I can't believe they even let you play.
5. 2.
Kill, turn it.
2.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
1st down, Los Angeles.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for goal. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Ric Flair.
Hey, turn it up. Check 52.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Switch gears. SOS.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't been an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up third and
Go now. 90 Wolf.
58 right there. Arnie.
Get it.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it fourth down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They go play action here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's going to air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third down.
Hey,
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Listen.
Again, Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Goff steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Like 20. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Let's roll. Watch twist.
On first down, it's Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abuka make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Rams take over first. At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
180. Push him forward now. Push him back. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Shift. Go.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Set. Ready. 60 or.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Go.
Here's Rudolph. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to
blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Cut. 180.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got it.
Hey, kill. Hey, shell.
Goff on 3rd down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
We go tonight. 180.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Shell.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Goff throwing again. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rudolph looking to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
You're out.
Check. Fresno.
Get it.
On 4th down, Rudolph going for the deep ball. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Mike. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Whip.
Ramsey. Hey, lift. 5.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Los Angeles, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.